Hey, how's it going guys? Welcome back for another TOS video. So we're back here in EMSA, Nightmare stage this time. Alright, and we're gonna take down this stage once again with a different team. Alright, so in this video we're gonna take down just one achievement. Right, I'm gonna do pretty much an extra video tomorrow for the rest of the achievement if you guys want it. Right, so we're going for Mono God in this video. Yes, Mono God. And yes, we are using a fire team, right? I'm not choosing the wrong ally here. Chesia, Mono God team. Right, so I would say this is a very interesting run. I would say I've never actually thought of using this team until I scroll through my inventory and I'm like, what should I use? I'm like, Chesia works. Right, so anyway, going in the battle with Chesia. So first battle we have an overheal stage. Right, so this is pretty much a repeated stage for me because I run EMSA. EMSA stage came out pretty much like twice already. This is the third time, and every time I'll try to feature a new team. Right, so in this case, Chesia. So yes, fire team, but I would say this is quite a comfortable team to clear. Right, so if you guys are actually looking to clear Mono God on its own, Chesia works. Right, so if you have this team set up, go for it. Right, so first battle, we are actually gonna stall all the way until Dipankara hits CD1, right? Just to rinse a bit of our cards cooldown. Okay, so next, moving on, we have two mobs, each one of them converting fire and the other one converting water runes every time they attack. So of course, take down the fire one because there is no attribute disadvantage there. Right, after that, you can slowly grind down the water mob at the same time storing CD once again. Right, so you can see my team setup is a bit, of course it's all gods, right? I of course do not fit the cards now just for the sake of fitting them in for Mono God, right? We're playing Nightmare stage, so every card here pretty much serves its purpose. So let's take a look. Right, other than Chesia, we have the Fire Wine Valkyrie, right, in which giving us 1.8 times attack boost as well as 85% damage reduction for 2 rounds. And we have Fire Yen, the damage booster. So if it's not a Mono God team, right, Media will be good, but because it's Mono God, so I brought in the Fire Yen. Poppy, right, this is a card that I have not been using for ages. I have not seen Poppy out in this so-called meta, right, but she's the MVP of this particular battle, right? She's not power release, and she doesn't have to be power release, right? So I think it's a good thing that I have not power release her, so I can show you that the non-power release card will just do fine. Okay, so moving on, we have Yang Jian, above 8 combos. Right, so this is where you guys really have to do your best spin to get through, right? Probably a few times if you do not have sufficient fire runes on the board, just like me. Alright, so I managed to hit 8 combos, but not too much. We do not have enough damage output there, so gotta go for another above 8 combos. Right, so I know some of you guys will be struggling with above 8 combos, but just try to do a bit like 6 combos, 7 combos, and then just pray for some sort of sky drop. Right, survivability. You have to survive. 1 combo off will be ideal, I would say, if you guys want to stall on a above 8 combo stage. Alright, so moving on, we have Yuki Onna with 4 frozen rune per turn. Right, so here we have a bit of an attribute disadvantage here. So store your CD here, maybe, if you guys need to. Right, but 4 frozen rune is kind of annoying, to be honest. Right, and then damage output is kind of, you know, annoying me, especially the second HP bar. Right, so we do have 5 turns of time down, in which I try to store it out as long as possible, right? Because as I mentioned earlier, you do not want this sort of debuff to get in the way of your spinning down the battle, right? So we try to store it out as long as possible. Right, so fortunately, Yuki Onna is at CD2, in which we can actually wash off 3 turns of this time down debuff. So at this point of time, you can see I can actually survive, judging by the number of fire runes, but we have a time down debuff. So I was quite unsure about my spin, so I did a Chesia convert. line out all the hard runes, line out all the fire runes, and then hit the Dragonic Compulsion button. Right, so I brought in a craft just for this Nightmare stage. It's a default craft, not one that is custom made. First effect ignores attribute relations, right? So this actually allows me to bypass the water attribute disadvantage here, right? Which I think is important. If not, I think I wouldn't have make it. So if you guys have any craft that actually ignores attribute relations, bring it, because I think you will need it in this battle. As you can see, comfortably go on to the next battle, right, with no attribute disadvantage. Okay, so you can see we have still 2 rounds of time debuff. So we're back here at the Powerless Material stage. So initial attack, you can see here 50% damage reduction from the mob, and then subsequent one will be 100% damage reduction. Right, so you can see I do a quick spin, 1 set of water, 1 set of earth, and then with 5 yen up, kind of just chip half of the, half of the HP. So you can see here I activate Fire Wine Valkyrie, not for the damage reduction, obviously, for the 1.8 damage boost. So here I went for Chessia Convert to make the board a bit cleaner, I would say. Right, so you can see go for one set of water, 1 set of earth once again, and then now with attack boost should be more than enough to take down. Right, I should have activated the Fire Wine Valk 1 turn earlier. That should save me the Chessia Convert. Okay, so moving on, we have 3 baby guards. 1 initial attack, 1 90% HP reduction, and then the other one is gonna increase his attack once any of his team members dies. So obviously that's gonna be the one that's gonna be taken down first, but I think I kind of overkilled there. So moving on, battle 7 out of 10. Yeah, so 7 out of 10 is a bit of a tricky stage. Otengu, Enchanted Shield. What's this? Rune. I kind of forgot the name once again. Rune Confusion and stuff like that. Right, so we can't see what is 5 runes here. So you can actually tap. You can tap on the runes to see the attribute relations for this. In this case, because it's fire versus earth, you can see the up arrow if you tap on a 5 rune in disguise. Right, so you can see here I deactivated 5 yen there, right, and then reactivate her once again because second bar of Otengu actually have a neutralized reset, and of course you do not want that. So off it, activate it once the neutralized reset goes off. Right, so lower the HP, the higher attack there. Shouldn't be a problem for fire team. Moving on, we have minion shield, 2-second minion shield to be exact. Right, so the 2-second part is the one that is annoying. Right, minion shield is good, to be honest, because you can store your CD, right? So 2-second is the one that actually bugs people most of the time. So with 5 yen on, damage multiplier should be more than enough to take down the minions every time it spawns. So here is kind of a mini storing stage. So store whatever, your Wine Valk, your Chessia that you have used previously. So just a few turns will do because there is more obstructive stage back there. Okay, so Battle 9, yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Battle 9 we have Athena, which is 15 Fire Rune Accumulative Shield. So of course you won't be able to take down 15 Fire Runes all at once unless you do like some sort of big convert. So I would say which is good because you can use this turn to store. There's just plenty of CD storing stage for this Nightmare. Right, it is actually very, very forgiving. So I did like 3 turns before I break the shield. Right, so every time Athena attacks, she's going back to CD3. CD3 is a very, very long CD for you to break her shield. So you can see, yeah, Sky Drop actually makes me break the shield there. But anyway, more than enough time to break it on its own. Right, so never mind the Sky Drop. And then moving on to the boss. Right, so EMSA have 3 turns of frozen runes, right? Immediate frozen runes, so you need some sort of a crowd control card here, right? Which is Poppy. Poppy will stun her for 5 rounds, right? So it's more than enough to reduce, to remove this instantaneous frozen board, right? So just try to wear off the 3 turns and then you are good to go. Right, so other than that, she have a 8 million defense shield. So you have to deal 8 million and above to actually break that shield of hers. Right, that special icon, that second icon there is that special skill. Right, above 8 million damage shield. So you can see here activated a convert, fire convert. So activate Dragonic Compulsion. Right, so this is where, as I mentioned earlier, the ignore attribute relation comes in. So without attribute relations, 8 million should be pretty easy to hit. You have 5 yen, right? So that's gonna assist you in the damage boost already. And together with Dragonic Compulsion, the amount of attack bonus should be more than sufficient to take down or to break through 8 million. Okay, so let's take a look. 20% attack bonus, 168% attack bonus, and then no attribute relation. Definitely gonna bypass that 8 million. Okay, so next we have Enchanted Red, Green, Blue without dissolving light and dark. Right, so Crosscraft actually enchants the entire board already. So using Chesia is going to give you a pure red, green, blue shield, a pure red, green, blue board. Right, so just do a spin. She only has 2 million HP. So as long as you fulfill the condition with a decent amount of damage, should be enough to take down the second HP bar. Right, the first HP bar is the crucial stage that you need to take note of. Alright, so other than that, we are done. So that's 1 star achievement, Mono Gods. But I think it's a very, very fun team to play with. Right, Chesia taking down this nightmare. So if you are actually attempting Mono Gods, the crowd control cards that you need pretty much is Poppy, Earth, these 2. There's not much Earth crowd control card. I mean, like, we have Isabel and stuff like that, but she's Elf race. Right, so Mono Gods, Poppy and Earth will be your best choice. Right, so with this, we are done. I have 260 stamina, and I'm going to bed. Right, so I have work in the morning. I need to wake up at 6, so which is why I'm doing just 1 achievement for this nightmare. Right, so do let me know if you want the other 2 achievements. Right, I'll upload it at a later time of the day today. Right, so with this, I'm gonna end this video here. Leave a like, enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.